One of the things that our very first head of product design kind of shared with me is that when you think about each role at the company, you should understand that there's many different archetypes for that specific role. Being in engineering, you know that there's front end, back end, database engineers, SecOps, DevOps, there's data engineers, everybody who has their own specialists, and they can't do them all. They're very good at specific situations. There's very rare to have somebody who can do all of those things, almost impossible. And so when it comes to product and product designers, same things apply. And so I think it really depends on what your business is. And so I can speak to what we do, which is not just payments, but API designs and very complex B2B sort of workflows. And for us, someone being successful, they have to know how to code. Doesn't mean they had to be an engineer, but if they can't read an API design, how are you going to have an intelligent conversation and debate with an engineer about the pros and cons of this API design? You can't. It's like reading a foreign text. And so that was one of the early things of realizing, there is a certain level of technical capabilities that you have to be protective and impactful in this industry, or at least in the way that we do it, right? The way that we think about it. And so I think what I would say about Produc at Finix and the way that we think about it differently is that if you talk to the folks over at Stripe, they will tell you that payments is a developer problem and Stripe is run by developers. They get the last call. And we completely disagree with that philosophy. The developer problem is that first 1 to 2 weeks of that implementation process, but the real power users of payments start after that integration is done. It's the non-technical folks. It's the head of support, operations, finance, design, or head of operations, marketing, people who live in your product experience. And they don't know anything about SQL. They don't know how to code, right? They don't want to bug engineers. Yeah. And so when we think about our sort of product focus, it's on that product persona. And over time, building for those two different audiences creates a sort of compounding effect of product differentiation. And that's what you end up seeing in the differences between who are the trade-offs that you're making for. And so for us at Finix, we start off with what is the dashboard experience? We still have incredibly developer-friendly APIs, but what is the dashboard? What does the no-code solution look like? And then from there, we build our API designs. And so just that subtle difference has a huge impact on your overall product.